Hey, Spirit Island fans, Matt here, and I have a very exciting game. I'm going to be working with James Plays Spirit Island. We're going to be playing Wildfire and Downpour versus Scotland 3, Russia 3. Neither of us have played this exact adversary combination before, so it should be interesting. No idea if these spirits are going to be good into them, but they have like a sort of fun opposite vibes. I think it should be a fun game. And James, for those who don't know you, who are you? What's your channel?
Yeah, so I'm James. My channel is James Plays Spirit Island. I've got plenty of Spirit Island videos over there, a couple of other 3-3 adversary combinations. But yeah, just love doing any kind of Spirit Island challenges. I'm really excited to collaborate with you, Matt, today and see what we can achieve with these fire and rain spirits.
Okay. Uh, let's get into it. So, uh, right now, I'm sort of I'm thinking that like this B1. Normally, I would just kill that with my presence ad, but then it would still grow because of the Scotland rule,
Mm,
um, and it also would push the explorer somewhere else rather than kill it. So I think it might make sense to uh, do it next turn when I have the like two fire spaces open, so I can do
mm.
two damage and kill it. So that I think means that I need to use like threatening flames and presence add to kill the other wetland on my board. That's kind of what I'm thinking at. And given that that's zero energy, it probably makes sense to grab a card.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, actually, I just noticed what you were saying there. Like you won't be able to swap that build, which did just have me thinking maybe we could do a little switcheroo potentially because I've got land 5, which actually already has blight in it. That might be a nice one for you to grow into. Whereas I've got
ooh,
the dark skies, which can actually isolate land 1 on your board to stop the Scotland build.
I do really like that because it is also hardest for me to grow into lands that are already blighted. So doing it on turn one when I'm only doing one damage with the presence ad makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, I think
I think no matter what, I'm going to be gaining a power card though.
hmm
So
yeah,
I'm going to take a look and see what that gets.
yeah. I think
So
I'm
gift
gonna.
of constancy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think I'm gonna get power card as well.
Okay. Um, so I grabbed constancy, scream disease, drywood explodes, and lore of the unknown. Lore of the unknown is zero energy
Mm,
and perfect elements, and it also can solve a land immediately.
yeah.
So that is sort of where my mind is immediately going. Constancy is obviously very good, but we're both low card play spirits at the beginning.
Mm,
So sort of, using one of my one or two card plays is like a little bit less compelling. I'm gonna sort of pencil in Lore of the Unknown.
yeah, I think that makes sense. I think that's a really good card for Wildfire. I've actually got Guardian Serpents, Sky Stretchers to Shore, Sucking Ooze, and Territorial Strife. So I'm looking at the potentially two water card options. I like both of them, Sucking Ooze, just because I think the isolates could be quite nice against Scotland, stopping them exploring or building on the coast. But Sky Stretchers Ashore is probably one of my favourite cards, so it could be quite useful in the late game.
Yeah, both of those make sense to me.
Yeah, which one do you
Um,
think you would pick?
um, I feel like if I were in like a solo downpour game, the fear generation from Sucking Ooze would be interesting.
Mm,
Um, but like playing Wildfire, I'm less concerned about. That does generate fear, right? It's like two fear and
yeah,
isolate.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, so like I'm not as worried about fear as Wildfire. I also like in a Scotland game, and in particular because it's Scotland 3 rather than Scotland 6, the coasts are like the major issue.
Mm,
Um, and so the range boost into the coast makes sense to me. Most of my powers are gated by, or the stuff that's range zero is range zero and it has to
mm,
target a blighted land. So it is less, like the range boost is perhaps less useful, but like for you, it will almost certainly be useful. I don't know. I think they're both.
Yeah, no, I think that's actually a really good point because if one of the coastal lands ends up blighting, and I get this, you'll be able to target it with Firestorm potentially. So I think I'm gonna take that. I'll just take any excuse for sky stretches to shore, really.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and add my presence into your blighted
hmm
land. Where do you want to push this explorer into?
Oh, I'm not sure. I feel like potentially land 7, just because there's already a town there, but going when the beast could also make sense. I don't know.
That makes sense. And we can push any number of Dahan. Do we want to like push them towards the coast because eventually you're going to want them in the C2 city land?
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be a bit apprehensive to push them in with the disease at this point. I quite like them
Okay.
being in our lands, um, and with the blight.
Okay. Let's just keep them there. We can get, the Blight Heal event or any of the ones that give us bonus for having presence in lands with Dahan.
Yeah, sounds good. In terms of my presence placement, I think I might go. Well, it depends what we're going to do about land 8. Basically, I don't want that beast to die in the ravage. So either I can try and pile a bunch of presence there to defend it with rain and mud suppress conflict, which is my left innate, or well, if you're going to go in there, I'd rather not be in there because you'll probably add some blight and kill my presence. So um, I think. But I think I'll probably go in there for now. I'm sure you'll have plenty of other things to do.
Yeah. I'm thinking of Lore of the Unknown to gather the town out of my wetlands that's building
Mm,
so that we don't build a city. And then next turn, I can go in, presence placement does 2 damage, kills the town, and then the Firestorm innate pushes the explorer out.
yes, I see. Okay, so I think I'll probably do. Yeah, in the absence of anything better to do, I might just do Dark Skies, Lucis Stinging Rain, and push the Explorer out of your land 1.
Okay.
Sounds good?
And if you want to push it into land 5 where my presence is.
Yeah, I'll wait for you to do Lure of the Unknown first. Oh no, are you
Okay.
playing that this turn? Yes, yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Um,
Would you like me
and
to
then
push the Dahan?
um, I it's kind of awkwardly placed.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I mean, I think adding it into, I mean, you make better use of them than I do. So do you want to just push it over onto your board?
sure, why not? I'll look after it. Probably.
Okay. And then I'm going to use Firestorm to kill the Explorer. And I think I'm going to push it into, none of these are good options. I guess the 7, because that way there's not a beast there.
Hmm. Okay, so Mountain Explorers, which has got a couple of coastal lands. And we also pushed a bunch of explorers into the mountains last turn, so we're getting a bit punished
Yeah.
here.
Um, okay. So I think I'm going energy,
Okay.
and I'm only going to be on one card play. Uh, I I think there's it feels terrible, but I do think there's probably nothing I can do about the coastal mountain on my board,
hmm
right? Because at most I can do 2 damage this turn, and then 1 damage from the um, innate, so that would kill a city, and then next turn I could do maybe three. No, still only 2 damage to kill the town. Like it would require me
Yeah,
drawing a defend that's perfectly on element. Um,
I think that's okay because I'll be able to do blight healing quite fairly easily with my water nourishes innate, so if we have to, clean that up, I'm sure it'll be
Okay.
possible.
Yeah. So, um, and then I think I'm adding the um, 2 damage, add a blight, and it. Let's see. Asphyxiating smoke lets me kill a town, so I could kill like the town in land 7. Threatening flames doesn't do anything. Um, Flames Fury, if you need extra damage or extra energy. Right now, I'm
Mm,
leaning towards asphyxiating smoke to destroy a town, though.
okay, that sounds good. So I imagine you won't be interested in Gift of Abundance this turn if you're doing asphyxiating smoke.
I mean, let's see. Yeah, it is just like very expensive for what it is.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if I'm gonna need. I guess you have no use for that extra damage yourself, so I may as well. Oh no, you're doing asphyxiating. Sorry, not Flames Fury. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
If you have a good use for the extra damage, I'm not opposed to swapping it.
no, I don't think I will, to be honest. I'm just, yeah, not sure. So I need to place. Yeah, it's a bit of a complicated term because okay, I need to work out how much presence I need in land 8 to get proper defense. If I do, I could do unbearable deluge, um, and that would give defend 3 plus I'll have defend 2 from rain and mud, so that would actually be enough with 1 presence in there. And then I could. I don't know if I can stop the city build in land 3. It would be It would be nice, but I don't think it's something that I can do. So I might just I could do a random foundation somewhere. Um, Also kill off a town. But yeah, it's hard to see what would actually be a very, very good option at this stage. Hmm. Yeah, I think
Hmm.
yeah, I've got kind of too many support cards right now, but yeah, I could just put some presents on the coast ready to foundations a potential town that explores, and if that fails, just kill the town in land 8. Though it has to be, yeah. Maybe I'll just spread out for that. So I'll go across to land 1 on my board, and I don't know if I really need to kill the town in land 3, just because I'll try and defend it properly with the city as well. But maybe I'll grow in there just to be safe. And then yeah, I'll play Foundations and Unbearable Deluge.
Okay. Um, and I think I'm locking in asphyxiating smoke.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm gonna move. Actually, I've seen a little trick where I can grow onto your coast and also still grow into my land 3, and I'll slide my presence over out of land 5 into my coastal land 1 just to cover as many potential town explorers as possible.
Yeah. Um, Firestorm to push this explorer. And I think that's my only fast. And you're fast.
I've got, yeah, Unbearable Deluge, which is going to push the Dahan somewhere, so I'll just pair it up with the one in land 6 and yeah, see what we do in the slow phase, I think. Do you think it's worth over
Okay.
defending in land 8? Or do you think defend 5
Um,
is should we risk it?
I think it's probably fine. Um, I mean, it has a beast, so a little bit more important. I don't know.
I'm
We're
I'm happy to
probably
risk it.
fine.
I'm happy to risk it. If it
Okay,
doesn't work out,
let's
we'll
do
have
it.
to be more careful next time.
Uh,
So,
okay,
fine. So,
yeah,
invaders do not ravage unless there are more invaders on the current terror level. And we even get 1 damage per beast, which will be some nice fear generation.
yeah. One of mine, so the explorer that's going to get killed in my land 8, I think has to get pushed onto your board
Mm-hmm.
because if it goes into either of my 6 or 7, they will ravage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
That's fine.
I think you have to, like, we have to choose the order that we're doing these in. So if you can click choose for me.
Oh, right, okay. Um,
Okay,
so it's selected my land 8, which is isolated. So the
great.
explorer
And then
dies.
in this one, I'm going to push it into the jungle. And then in this jungle, do you have a preference between your jungle or your sands?
I think probably land 6. I'm not sure. Is it better to push it onto the coast? I think maybe land 6. I'd rather it go in there.
Okay. So push Dahan out of lands with badlands and disease. We don't have those.
Nice. So the Ravage is fine. And we don't have to deal with Russia 6, which is good. Oh gosh. Mountains is back up. And we're escalating
Okay.
on my board. So I'm
Um,
thinking of just shoving one into land 2. And then the other town, I don't know, anywhere really, maybe land 5.
sure. Yeah, at some point I'll have spare firestorm damage that I can send over to 5.
Okay. So yeah, the mountain back to back is quite scary, but I'm sure we'll muddle through. So I
Yeah, I
think,
mean, this is real awful.
yeah,
um,
I've got. You have no slow powers. Oh no, you've got asphyxiating smoke, don't you?
yeah,
Okay.
which, I mean, I now, because the coastal mountain is now going to blight, and there's a chance it cascades, right?
I
And I'm
think,
not sure there's anything I can do to stop that.
yeah, I think I might be able to. Okay, because next turn I'm going to reclaim, and then the turn after that I'm going to, I think, have the plant from my track to do the blight healing. So I think I will be able to heal the blight out of there just in time. But that will mean land 7 will cascade instead.
Um, well, I think we would prefer to solve the coast than the inlands where possible, just because
Mm,
of the. Actually, we don't have the Scotland 5
no.
blight into the ocean. So I think, I mean, we are more ambivalent about coasts versus inland than we would otherwise be.
Yeah.
Um, so my before we got the mountain back to back, my plan was to do the asphyxiating smoke into my land 7, kill the town, and then presence add to kill the 2 explorers.
Hmm.
Uh, that still works because I can firestorm to get the last explorer out, which will full clear 7, and then it won't rebuild thanks to um, the what's it called? Um, there's no Scotland 6. That leaves 2 as a giant problem, but 7 fully cleared.
Yeah.
And 2 will then be a giant problem that I can't really solve because I can't get into range 0 without adding even more blight into the land.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be
Um,
interesting where you grow next turn, isn't it?
right. So, I mean, I guess one of your mountains won't have blight in it, and I think that might be the one that I grow into.
Yes. I think land
Because if you do
3.
blight removal, okay, land 3.
Well, as in, I won't have blight removal until um, the spirit phase of next turn, like the next fast phase. I won't. That's when I think I'll have the first blight removal.
Okay. So, but that can stop the cascade on 2, and then maybe I move into your inland or your mountain 3. um, which won't be blighted, so it'll be fine for me to add my
Yeah.
presence in and then like firestorm there.
Well, it could. Yeah, I don't think it will be blighted. I'll make sure it's yeah, I'll make sure it's defended because I think I'm going to use 2 uses of foundations just to get rid of both the towns from land 3 to make it a bit easier to deal with,
Okay.
and then gain an energy as well.
And I'm gonna kill my inland town. We get a fear card, and I think I'm just gonna group up the Dahan. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems sensible. Okay, so I'm going to be
Okay, so next,
reclaiming and getting a card.
what are the options that you've got?
I've got Bird's Cry Warning, Lands of Haunts and Embers, Set them on an ever-twisting trail, and Sunset's fire flows across the land.
Hmm.
Sure, interesting.
Yeah.
Not in love with any of them, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going up to 2 card plays. And next turn, I know that I am likely going to be adding presence into the mountain, which is at range 2. So next turn, I need to use the gain a power card option. So I think it makes sense for me to gain energy
Mm-hmm.
with this growth. Um,
Okay.
uh,
Uh, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not going to have many repeats this turn. There's sort of potential of using Bird's Cry Warning to push Dahan into somewhere and then repeat it to protect them, but I'm not sure that will work out. I think Ever Twisting Trail is probably the best card for me, but it doesn't have any
okay.
water on it. But I think I'll take it anyway. It's kind of another version of Dark Skies, but I think it is quite useful anyway.
Yeah. Are you doing any damage this turn, or would it be helpful to have an extra energy?
Um, I don't think I'm going to need the energy. In terms of what I'm doing this turn, I'm not sure. I'd like to basically get a counter attack against the city in land 3. So I imagine I'll be repeating Unbearable Deluge a couple of times to move the Dahan around. Mm,
And Deluge is 0.
a 0, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, I don't really have too much to actually do this turn, given I'm not going to be fixing land 7 anytime soon. Um, would you like me to... I could... No, I won't have range. Hmm. I was thinking I might be able to pull the Explorer out of land 7 for you and you could do Firestorm somewhere else. I could do
I'm
it...
only doing I think I'm only doing 1 damage with Firestorm,
Oh,
so it like,
okay. It works.
you know, it's only going to ping an Explorer somewhere.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, okay, I'm just going to move Presence over here. Could actually make a wetlands. I think if I move... No, I don't. I don't have enough coastal presence, I think. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to do beyond Unbearable. I've got another card play, so I don't know if you want Gift of Abundance.
Um, Repeating flash fires, it is so expensive and so bad. But maybe there's a world where like Flame's Fury gives me +1 damage. Flash fire then becomes 2 damage. So repeating it, now I'm doing 4 damage. Now I've killed like 2 towns out of somewhere, or like a city and
Mm,
an explorer. Like maybe there's a world where that's I mean, repeating flash fires feels
Yeah.
deeply, deeply bad.
No, I think
Um,
I actually have to save Gift of Abundance for next turn. Sorry, I may have falsely offered it up because I need the blight healing. Yeah, it feels bad to be only playing one card, but I'm not really sure what else I need to be doing.
um, what about if you set them on an ever twisting trail, you can isolate the
Hmm.
land 3 that's about to build. So Deluge
Oh, that's
kills the
true.
city, and then isolating it stops the town build.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame I wasn't able to get the isolate off Deluge. I just don't think I quite had the presence manipulation to get. Actually, actually, I think no. I keep thinking I can do it, but I don't have the range. Okay, I'll give that a go.
Okay. And if that's isolated, I won't have to grow into it next turn,
Hmm.
which means that I think I can gain a power card this turn
Hmm.
rather than going the energy route, which maybe that opens up another option for us.
Yeah.
Gift of Living Energy. Uh, I assume, I mean, it's 0 cost and it has fire and plant, so that's very appealing for me. The other options are Cycles of Time and Tide, which isn't useful at the moment, Disorienting Landscape, which, I think wilds are good against both Russia and Scotland, but
Hmm.
um, it is I don't see any immediate good uses. Promises of Protection also doesn't have any good uses now. So I think I'm going to grab Gift of Living Energy. Um,
Okay. Um. Yeah, I mean cycles could be good in land 2 as well, but it's yeah off element, and then I could focus on healing land 7. Um, but actually, what I'm more just
oh,
concerned.
Cycles removes Blight.
Yes, though you currently
I
don't have
almost never
range.
think about it for that role, but I could get range.
Yeah, I actually don't have range to use Ever Twisting Trail in land 3, which is not, which might be a problem actually. Um, so I might just play Foundations instead to kill the town that builds.
Okay. Um, I'm fine Cycles of Time and Tide and then using it next turn, just to like remove the blight so that we can sort of not have to think about that coastal land and let it fester and grow like a horrifying fungus growing in a rotting tree. And yeah,
Yeah, I
and I
think
guess are you doing any damaging abilities that would benefit from +1?
um, not really. I've got Foundations, but I think I'm just going to be killing the town in land 3.
Yeah. Okay, so then I think maybe it's Flames Fury and Flash Fires, and I use Flame Fury on myself to give myself like more options for Flash Fire in
Hmm.
the slow phase. Okay.
Cool.
Um, and then Firestorm, push that Explorer.
Nice. So I'll do 2 uses of Unbearable, just to push these Dahan back and forth, and hopefully the counter attack won't get messed up. Right? Okay, so overconfidence. If we've earned any fear cards, discard 2 of them now, so we lose 1. Um,
Okay.
we get more beasts. That's pretty nice.
Yeah. So it's on your board. Where do you want to add them?
Um, not land 7. um, maybe. Okay, because this is going to be an opportunity to do escalation somewhere. So I don't know if adding it into land 5 could make sense, because maybe you'll already be quite strong in there.
Okay.
Although that does kill a
Um,
Dahan, which wouldn't have otherwise died.
yeah.
Maybe we should just add
Um,
to land 2 or something.
I mean, land 2 seems possible to blight at some point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Um,
Fine.
okay. And I think I'm gonna add mine uh, also to the inland mountain.
Hmm. So it seems
Okay.
good.
And
Okay, so that's fine. And we take some blight, but no cascades or anything yet.
okay. And now I have the I guess this is a Scotland escalation.
Mm,
So 2 towns. I'm gonna add one into the 6 because I already have presence and blight there, and I don't want to add it into the mountains.
hmm.
Maybe the 8. I don't want to add anything to the coast just because it has um the Scotland lost condition,
Yeah,
uh, and I don't want to add it to any land that is blighted where I don't already have presence. So I think the 8 makes the most sense.
yeah, I agree. Maybe we can get some raids and retaliations in there if we're lucky.
Uh, right. And now
Case.
I have a 2 damage flash fire, and I can remove a blight. The blight removal has to happen in the land that has 2 blight already, so
Hmm.
that's good. And then I'm trying to think of where the best flash fire use might be. Um, I think the 2 explorers in your land 6, we
Yeah,
can
I
just turn that
agree.
problem off.
I agree. Yeah, the other
The other
option.
option would be the land 7, trying to figure out some solution to that by pinging 2 explorers there.
No, I think it's fine. I think I'll just heal the blight from land 7. And delay that problem a little bit.
Okay. And I'm going to push the explorer into my land 6.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
And I'll
And
do,
then looking at
yeah,
your
foundations
slow powers.
just to kill that town in my land 3.
Okay. And so I think I'm gaining. Ooh. So if I gain a power card, I can go up to 3 card plays. I can play anything with 0,
Hmm.
but I will also end the turn at 0 energy and go into the reclaim with 1 energy total,
Right,
um,
okay.
which is very rough. But I also do have 3 0 cost on element cards. So, it is not the worst thing in the world. It's a
Hmm.
playable
What
thing.
cards do you have left at the moment?
Uh, so, Cycles of Time and Tide I have to play
Oh, yeah.
in order to remove the blight. I have Threatening Flames, which lets me push an explorer town from uh, a land where I have presence and blight. I think I'm going to use that to push the town out of land 5 so that it doesn't build a city inland.
Hmm.
And then, if I end there, I get to do 1 damage with Firestorm, which pings the explorer to stop uh, the Russia Ravage in land 5. And if I go up a card play, we probably go up to doing 2 damage, and you know maybe we can do something interesting there. I will also push the stop the city build in land 3. I think I am going to go to an extra card play
Hmm.
just because the reclaim isn't that bad, given that I did draw into a 0 cost perfectly on element card.
Yeah.
Um, so grab a miner. Um, Carapace land is 0 and has uh, what's it called? A plant that's not bad. Swarming wasps.
Hmm.
Add a beast, or if target land has beast, push up to 2 explorers. That's kind of interesting. and it has a fire on it. Infested aquifers and tormenting rotflies I can't play.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, Given that I'm playing this turn because I'm going up to 3 card plays, uh, are there any places where a defend 3 would be useful? Well, it has to be range 0 or a land with a beast.
I
So
think,
Carapace land we wouldn't use this turn.
yeah, probably not this turn. Potentially, the only place where you might use it next turn is land 3 again. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be playing Gift of Abundance, so I don't know if that's going to affect your decisions. You could just take the 2 energy as well if you like that.
Um, well, I mean, I've already, let's see. I think I'm going to grab Swarming Wasps, and I might use this to try to clear out the 5 fully. So Swarming Wasps lets me push 2 Explorers, Threatening Flames lets me push the town, and then Firestorm lets me ping the Explorer.
Can
So that will
swarm?
fully clear 5.
Yeah, I'm not. Can swarming wasps target a blighted land?
It cannot target a Blighted Land, correct. So that doesn't work. Um, cool.
But yeah, maybe you could. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a repeat of threatening flames could help.
Um, I mean, it gets us 2 fear, and it helps like even my Explorers out,
Mm,
but it's not urgent.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I think Swarming Wasps is the pick just because it has fire and it costs 0.
yeah, yeah. I think it's a
Um,
good option.
and so I'm gonna add my presence into that Sands, and I don't think that I want to push. Ooh, okay, wait. So this Sands is still gonna build the coastal.
So
So if I grabbed instead Carapace Land, next turn I could play Carapace Land there and
yeah.
defend the town that builds, and that's just like a 0 cost solve. And then it doesn't do anything this turn, but it at
Mm.
least um hmm. On the other hand, then I also do 1 less damage with Firestorm. So I won't be destroying an Explorer, I'll just be pushing 1.
I'm happy to
Huh.
isolate your land 3. Um, I can because I only am playing Gift of Abundance, and then I can't really do much else to stop other builds on my board. So I could do Dark Skies just to isolate your land 3.
Um I mean, I kind of think that it will be I think it's going to be fine no matter
Mm,
what. Um
because you'll have
like
Firestorm.
yeah, I'll have Firestorm and Lore of the Unknown and Threatening Flames turn,
Hmm.
any of which can sort of solve it. So I'm not super worried about that land. I think if there's anything you can do on your board that would be better, I would do that. And then if there's nothing else, then sure the isolate helps.
Yeah, I don't know if there is too much else. I've basically got, yeah, Dark Skies, Ever Twisting Trail, or Sky Stretches to Shore. So
Okay.
yeah, I might, unless we want to move some Dahan around. I'm not sure. I could just do a random coastal isolate. I mean, the stage 1 card is either going to be jungle or sands, so we could get double value if sands explores in on the next stage 1 card from that
True.
isolate. So I'm going to grow into land 7, and I'm going to move into your land 4 and create little wetlands over there. And then yeah, I'll be playing Dark Skies and Gift of Abundance.
Okay.
Um, shall I just target you with Gift of Abundance to start off?
Okay. Um Ooh, I have to decide now if I want 2 energy or the repeat.
Mm,
Um I don't think the repeat is useful. Maybe 2 energy. That I'm trying to Yeah, I can't think of any uses. I mean, it's 2 energy or 2 fear, I think,
Mm,
is kind of the choices.
because you don't actually have any energy right now.
Yeah.
So,
But I have 4 different cards that cost 0 that have a
oh,
fire tag, 3 of them have a plant tag. You know,
fine, fine.
um, I mean, the energy probably is the right call.
Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't get
Yeah,
it to line up with when you were playing Flames Fury. That would have been really fun.
yeah. Right, I feel like, a repeated Flames Fury into, you getting, like, +1 damage on your foundations,
Mm,
there's something there.
yeah,
Okay,
maybe a finisher.
um, remove a blight, push a town, and then Firestorm will do 2 damage, push an explorer into this land, and then Swarming Wasps, I think I'm just using this to add a beast,
Hmm.
like, give myself more beast coverage options. Um, okay, so those are my fast. And then
Cool.
on your turn?
Yeah, so I'll do Rain and Mud, suppress conflict just to be safe. And then I'm gonna isolate land 3 on your board. I imagine you don't want to move the Dahan around.
No, I think they're fine there.
Cool. And then yeah, water nourishes life's growth just to heal that blight out of land 7. And I can repeat Dark Skies, but I don't think there's any need unless you'd like me to use it in land 5 on your board.
Um, no, I don't think, because land 5 already has an explorer in it, so it is going to be building. And I will have the tools to handle that next turn, so I'm not super worried about it.
Okay.
I think we're good to go into the invader phase.
Yep.
Okay. Bureaucrats. Which of our boards? So on board C, you get skip the highest number of land from building, which already would have been skipped.
Mm-hmm.
We do get 4 fear. That's kind of nice. And
Mm.
the defend doesn't matter.
Yeah, that is really good. Nearly at Terror level 2.
Yeah.
Oh, we skip and explore. That could be quite fun. Oh, skip more explores? Okay, so land 3 got the explorers being skipped for multiple different reasons.
Yeah.
um, Probably a bit of overkill there. But it was Sans anyway, so
And
at
it
least it paid
gets
off.
skipped for 3 different reasons.
Yeah, that's quite fun. I just need to gain an energy now, so I'll just. Oh wow! I got 3 energy.
Um, and I think I can only remove land from places that have 2 blight, and we don't have any of those. So
Fine. Okay, so Sans is up, which 2 of them are already completely empty, which is really a really good start, I think.
yeah,
I'm
and I
gonna.
think I should be able to clear out mine with like basically some combination of Firestorm and something else.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
gonna reclaim and gain a power card. I'll probably evacuate and then come back in next turn with Blight Healing and or Foundations.
okay, I'm also going to reclaim and gain a minor power, and I have these are spicy ones.
What have you got?
So Hazard Spread, which has fire and plant, and Savage Maw Beast, which has a fire, costs 0, and does 1 fear, 1 damage. And then Steam Vents, which Steam Vents doesn't immediately get any value and is
Mm-hmm.
expensive. And then Renewing Boon removes a blight, and then target spirit can add one of their destroyed presence. I don't have any destroyed presence, but do you? You have
I
one.
think I have one
So,
right now.
yeah, because you remove it when you do your blight heal, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Um,
Hmm.
so the blight removal is kind of interesting. I am going to hit my normal blight removal innate with Burnland regrows. So, and you have blight removal, and I have cycles of time and tide. So I'm not super worried about um, like blight removal. So I'm kind of leaning towards hazard spread,
Yeah, I
just
think
because it is 0.
yeah, nice aggressive option that just leans into your powers. I think that sounds amazing.
Um, are you going to foundations into the sands this turn?
Probably not this turn. Well, I need to think because it's going to be blighting, which means for me to have a wetland sacred site there, I think is actually going to be impossible given the way my presence is currently set up. So I'm going to say no.
Is there a world where you sky stretches and foundations
Mm,
sink into mud and we combine it with Flame's Fury
yeah,
and try to like full
maybe.
clear it in the slow? I don't know if
Y-
that math works.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have. Okay, if I did that, I would actually have four water, um, which would be yeah enough to do it twice. And then if I was getting Flames Fury as well, I'm sure the cities would also go down with 2 uses because there's 2 cities. So yeah, that is actually possible. That I could do that, and maybe that's actually a better option than just jumping out of there and then trying to deal with it next turn instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my power card options are they're a bit sad really. I've got Devouring Ants, Gnawing Root Biters, Purifying Flame, and Sky's Herald the Season of Return. So I'm not
Cool.
too excited. I probably won't be playing these ones.
The foundations line I just realized requires that foundations is if target land is a wetland. So if we sky stretches, I'm not sure that works
Oh, but I
because the
think it
target land will be a stand.
it will it will act. Yes, I think it will work because I'll be able to do it fast, which means I will be able to create a sacred site in land 2 before the blight gets added, which means there will be wetlands there.
Oh, you can foundations fast?
With Sky Stretch, I can do a power fast.
Oh, yes. Duh.
Yeah, which is really good. Um, Honestly, I think I might just get something weird like Devouring Ants just because it does damage. I want to get something kind of aggressive, but yeah, it's probably not going to be a card I play. So let me create a sacred site there, and what? Yeah, I guess that's all I'm going to be doing this turn.
Okay. Um, and I don't really need Threatening Flames or Lore of the Unknown.
Mm.
Uh,
I also
I guess
don't.
if I, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to say I don't necessarily need Flames Fury. I can use Foundations 3 times if I want.
Okay. Let me just think. Because I can hit the threshold for Firestorm that lets me split the damage.
Mm.
So I could do like 4 damage into my sands, and then I could do like another 2 damage to kill a the town on your wetlands to start like cleaning up other places, or the town in my wetlands. Um, there's like a I don't need to do that. Like I mean,
Mm.
it's only an extra marginal town kill, but
Yeah, it's interesting because yeah, board C would be quite getting quite empty.
yeah. Other than the big horrifying land.
Yeah. Oh, I've just
Um,
realized that is going to be ravaging because it's got 3 explorers in it. So I need to.
I can pull one of the explorers out of that.
Oh yeah, that would be quite helpful.
Yeah. So if I take Flames Fury for myself, I can clear the town out of the wetland, and then pull an explorer in using Lore of the Unknown. Which I don't even need to do the town kill because I can just Lore the Unknown from somewhere else.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think I would rather take Flames Fury If you're not doing
Yeah.
anything too impactful with it yourself, just to save me some energy.
Yeah. I'm sitting on 3 energy, and I'm now at the point where I have like a +4 energy button with my growths, a
Hmm.
+5 energy. So you should take Flame's Fury.
Cool. Sounds exciting. I think I'm ready then.
Okay. So I'm sending Flame's Fury over to you.
Thank you. So I'll do Sky Stretches on myself and then do a couple of rounds of Foundations, which will hopefully get rid of all of these coastal buildings. Perfect. Do you have any more fast powers?
Yeah. So I'm going to do um, Lore of the Unknown to pull an explorer out of your mountain. And then Firestorm does 5 damage, and that clears out my sands. And then also the pings an explorer out of my wetlands. What have we already seen from stage 2? We've seen mountains and we've seen sands. So I'm going to push it into the mountains because I know that's not coming up. And then hazard spread, the only tokens that we have are beasts. I'm going to add one. Uh, I think it makes sense to add a beast into your sands because we have like having more options for the Russia escalation is better than having fewer.
Mm,
And we know sands aren't coming up this turn.
yeah, fair enough. It
Okay.
will be on the Ravage slot, I guess, is the only thing, but um, still.
Are there any events that would add like a town or an explorer into that?
I don't,
I
I
guess,
don't think we'll get forced to, right?
yeah, the only one that I can think of is the thing that in the land with the most invaders pushes one, but even there we could
Mm,
just pick my board instead of yours.
true, true. I'll
We also
do Rain and Mud as well.
okay.
Ooh. Farmers seek the Dahan for aid. All the sands are empty, so turning a Ravage into a build doesn't do anything, which is good.
Um, it will build
Oh,
in my 3.
yes, that's
We
true.
also adding blight sends us blighted island.
Mm, yeah, because
I'm kind of go ahead.
no, yeah, I think you're right. I think we have to teach. We'll be taking 2 Blight Cascades otherwise.
Yeah, and also I have presence and blight there, so I can just firestorm next turn, which I should be able to do 5 damage and just clear the land instantly.
Cool, sounds
So
good.
I'm fine. Teach the invaders.
Yep.
Um, so we now have to add a town to a land with Dahan.
So I'd quite like to add it to land 5 on my board, just given
Great.
you've got your presence there.
And then I'm going to add it on land 8.
Cool. And a
Um,
disease. Hmm.
ooh, I can use that to. Uh, I'll lose the Dahan, but like there is a land that is about to build that has Dahan in it.
Mm-hmm.
The 3. I think that just makes the most sense because
Sure.
it's the only one.
Oh,
Oh wait, we should go back.
yeah. Undo.
Okay. So it has to have both Dahan and Invaders. So if we do my board, it goes into the jungle, and if we do your board, it goes into the sands. Do we have a preference between those?
Um, I would maybe slightly favor choosing my board because I guess it would kill a Dahan, which is currently by itself, as
Okay.
opposed to a paired one, but I don't know.
I'm fine with that. Remove an explorer or town from a land where it's the only invader.
Ooh, okay. So what are you thinking?
I like removing explorers because it's Russia.
Yeah?
Um, so I'm kind of just thinking, looking at the 3 lands that have a single explorer and grabbing those, 2 of those 3.
Yeah, should we do the ones that don't have your presence in them?
that makes sense to me.
Okay, so city's up on your board, and it's the coastal explore. Um,
Okay.
hmm. I'm tempted to just not explore the town in my land 3 just because it's in the corner. But it will mean there's a potential ravage actually in land 2, so maybe that's where I should put my explorer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? No, I'll go into land 2. I'm fine. Um,
Okay. And so on my board, I think I'm cycles of time and tiding into uh, the mountain. I think this is a
mhm.
land that we're going to end up like foundations comboing at some point,
Yeah.
and I'm fine just like stalling and ignoring. So happy to add a town there.
Mhm.
And then for the second one, um, if I reclaim all, I can do 5 damage into the 3 easily, and then like threatening flames to pull another town. So that's good. And then that leaves the explorer here.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay.
So I just gain energy.
Great. And then I've got blight removal from any land with my presence. Um, my mountain, my wetlands, or your wetlands seems like the one that make the most sense.
Mhm.
Do you have a preference between those?
Um, Maybe your mountain just because it has the least stuff going on there.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So are you
And
reclaiming?
I mean, I have a decision. I need, if I draw a power card and I get anything with a plant, I can do the innate that does 5 damage.
Mhm.
And if I don't get a single plant, then I am 1 damage short of cleaning out land 3.
Okay.
Oh, but even then, I could use like flash fires and I could make it fast.
Yeah, and
So I
I
think
could.
even in the worst case scenario, we're fine.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So I'm going to go ahead and gain a power card. Call to trade. It's got a plant.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd probably be able to give you Gift of Abundance this turn as well, if that's of interest.
Um, Potentially. So for my presence add, I'm going to be doing 3 damage. I think it might make sense to do it into your jungle 1
Hmm.
to stop that from building.
Yeah, that would be
Does that make
helpful.
sense?
Yeah, yeah. One less thing for me to think about.
Okay. And do you want the Dahan to get pushed into your sands that's ravaging?
Yes, I think I would. I might be able to get a counterattack there.
And then so I think I have to play exactly this in order to get the 5 damage, and then threatening flames pushes a town, and this sands is all clear. Okay.
Okay, cool. I think I might be able to stop your land 1 build as well as... Sorry, yeah, your land 1 and my land 3 using Dark Skies. Um,
Love that.
yes, and then I'm wondering... So yeah, if I play... I can actually do quite a lot, because I think if I get 3 Dahan in land 2, and then just use Rain and Mud suppress conflict, there'll definitely be one of them fighting back versus that town. That will also, Dark Skies will deal with my land 3, repeat it to deal with your land 1, and then I'm still going to have 2 more card plays, so I don't have foundations available. Do you need Gift of Abundance?
Um, the only thing I could use for it is threatening flames, which would get us 2 fear. but getting it for energy wouldn't be the worst thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um,
I'll.
the other thing that I want to flag is I have call to trade, which is gather one Dahan and then gather a town. And I don't think we want to use it for the Ravage skip effect because we're not going to have any lands that want to skip a Ravage. But a town gather into a land is fine. Right now, I'm thinking about my jungle 8 and then pull the town in from the 6 wetlands.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Um. Yeah, I'm going to have no use for Unbearable Deluge, so I'll discard that, and then I don't know, I might just do a Devouring Ants, a bit random, but yeah. Or I could do Ever Twisting Trail, just so I don't have to use a repeat of Dark Skies, but yeah, I think maybe that's also fine. Okay.
and we are going to hit Terra level 2 in the fast phase.
Okay. Right, I think I'm ready. Would you like me to heal the Blight out of land 2 on your board?
I was going to do it next turn with Cycles of Time and Tide, but
Okay,
certainly.
I could. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'll move another presence in there first, but yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Firestorm, 5 damage, and then Threatening Flames. I'm going to push the town into this huge messed up land and call to trade. Have to gather a Dahan. And okay, those are my fast.
Cool. Okay, so I'll do Rain and Mud for a defend 2 on my land 2, and then Dark Skies, I will push the Explorer out and both Dahan. And I'll use Ever Twisting. Shall I? I don't know if it matters which way I do it. I guess I'll isolate and push from land 1. Shall I push the Explorer into land 2 as well?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Then you can have Gift of Abundance.
And I'm going to gain 2 energy.
And I can add a presence back, which I would quite like to do. I don't think you even have Destroyed Presence, do you?
I don't know.
Fine. So then I'll add it back and then just remove it with Water Nourishes, just to be a bit safe over there.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that will be good.
Ooh.
Years of Little Rain. How fun. I've
I
got
mean, we
6
have.
water.
I have 1 somehow. So if one of us pays 1 energy, or I'm going to reclaim next turn, I can just discard Cycles of Time and Tide.
Sure. Sounds good.
Yeah, and it's an optional effect for adding. I do think that I cannot add because I will Blight Cascade if I add Presence. So I think we ease the drought.
Yeah.
I will.
Oh, click a spirit.
If you can click on my.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I'll add Presence, I suppose. And it's not going to, crucially, it's not going to mess up the counterattack in land 2 because I'm only defending 1, getting rid of 1 counterattack per presence.
Okay. And the only land that I could add Presence to has a Blight, would Cascade, would destroy your Presence, we'd go Blighted Island. So
Yeah.
I think I have to pass on this.
How sad.
Ooh.
But yeah.
I mean, beast damage is great. We should figure out like the optimal pathing to get some explorers getting like pinged around the island.
Yeah, I can see that one in your
ideally,
land 7 is ready to go on a journey.
I think I'm going to send it from my 7 to my 5 to my 1.
Hmm.
And then if we can get another one in there, this land is isolated. So when we do the damage there, they would both actually die.
Yeah, I think my one from land 8 can go in there, and then I've got one from land 4 which I can send across over to land 6 and your land 8.
Okay, cool.
So,
So I'm going to do my land 7, my land 5. We have to do the
oh, the
prompt
prompt.
for isolated land, and then we have
How?
to undo this.
Okay, so I need to undo.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
how do we set up the prompt?
It will prompt immediately when we act. So if you click B7, okay, and then B5,
Cool. Nice.
great. And
Oh,
then if you want to move yours out of your 4,
yeah. This one doesn't matter, but sure. So I'll just send it all the way over, which is, oh, we've got, yeah, 2 damage here actually. Should I send into your land 8?
I would send it into your land 8.
Fine.
Oh, is land 8 adjacent to my land 1?
Yes, it is. It is.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go there. So I'm going to kill the 2 explorers and then send one into your land 1. And yep, 2 explorers dead. Perfect.
And I think I'm going to kill a town instead of being cute and doing like 1 to each to avoid, like, I think it's fine if we just lose a beast.
Sure. Cool.
Okay. Jahan defense.
I think it's going quite well. Oh, 1 damage per Dahan. That's really nice.
Okay. I think my land 8 seems nice.
Yep. It's really, yeah, the only option, I think.
Yeah.
I think I'll just pick my land 2, even though it's going to die in a minute anyway.
Remove 2 explorers from a.
Sorry. Yeah, or a town from a land with Dahan.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Okay.
no ravages. The builds, I think, just in your land 2. Oh, and your land 3.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, jungle,
Okay.
explore, and escalate.
And I think I'm going to add mine into my lands that have my presence and a.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Asphyxiating smoke can destroy a town.
Mm-hmm.
I think the town that is already in the jungle makes sense. The
Yeah.
other option, because next turn I'm going to be able to hit my like split the damage among multiple lands in 8 with Firestorm. So
Mm,
Firestorm will be able to clear land 3 and something else. So I'm going to kill the one in the jungle,
cool. Sounds
and
good.
then I can remove a blight. I think the one that makes the most sense is out of your land 5.
Yeah, I don't think we need that right now. I don't know if we've... Yeah, I think wetlands came up on turn 1, but after that it's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, and we're into land or stage 3 next turn.
Yes.
Okay. I'm reclaiming and grabbing a power card.
Me too. I might go for a major, actually. Because I've got 6 energy, so why not?
Okay. All of my choices cost 1 energy and do not have fire on them or are call to migrate. So
Hmm.
I guess voracious growth? I don't know. I'm not playing whatever this is.
I guess at least it's a damage card, isn't it? But yeah. I've got insatiable hunger of the swarm. To be honest, I don't think we really need much of these. I think foundations is going to be all we need at the end of the day. I've got flow like water, reach like air, in case there's a possibility of bringing anything else into land 2. but I think all the buildings are quite far away at this point. Manifest Incarnation, probably a bit expensive. I'm just going to pick up Flow Like Water and forget Devouring Ants, but I don't think these will be the key cards to this game.
Yeah. And I feel like our win condition at this point is just foundations comboing both of the built up mountains, right?
Yeah, I think so. So
Um,
I will move, I'll start moving some presents into that mountain as well.
so I have Lore of the Unknown that I'm playing for elements. And so I can gather a town out of your jungle one or an
Mhm.
explorer out of one of the other jungles.
Yep.
Uh,
I could
and
stop some builds as well with Dark Skies, if that helps.
I think certainly, you know, giving us the flexibility to ignore the jungles so that we can focus on getting the foundations combo off.
Yeah, because I think we need to Foundations combo right now, otherwise they're going to Ravage. So I can do that. Um,
Okay. And I will pull the town in C1 into like C2 or C6, probably C2.
yeah, C2. Um, okay, and then what? I can use Rain and Mud to defend in the counter attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so
Uh,
I
I, and you're also getting Flame's Fury this turn.
okay, that's good. Yeah, because there's 3 cities in land 2, I'm going to have to use foundations 3 times if I want to get rid of all of the cities. Um or just leave one of them and then I can maybe repeat Dark Skies instead.
Well, I think with Flame's Fury, if you use it 3 times, it'll full or oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
it
see.
would.
We need to use it 3 times no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, Flame's Fury at least gives you the extra energy.
yeah, that's true. That's true. We could, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna say I could switch out Dark Skies for Gift of Abundance to repeat Flames Fury, but then we won't be stopping any builds, which I think would be a shame.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I think we will, yeah, go with this.
Okay. I'm sending Flame's Fury over to you, and then I'm
Thank
going to
you.
use Firestorm to kill off. Oh, I can just straight up kill the town that's in your jungle. That makes more sense
Oh,
than
perfect.
um, yeah. And then Lore of the Unknown, I will. Which of the lands are you planning on dealing with Dark Skies?
um, Not sure it matters really. Maybe just land. Oh, I can't. Yeah, land 4 on my board. I'll do with Dark Skies. Does that make sense?
Okay. And then I will use Lore of the Unknown to solve my land 8. And then I guess I'll add a beast somewhere. I don't know. Let's see. We've got. There we go. Into the jungle.
Cool. So I'll do the Foundations combo, which I think will leave us with just that last Explorer. But I've got some defense of the innate to stop that. Yeah, I guess I have to do it one more time. Cool. Then Rain and Mud and yeah, Dark Skies. I'll push into land 5, I think.
Yeah.
And I've got another use, but I don't think there's anything else we can really do. So I'll just take the energy.
Okay.
Build in a land with invaders not matching a build card.
Okay. Well, hate that.
Oh, you have no good options. Does this affect lands without invaders?
I
Like if you...
think if you do it in a land without an invader, it will build.
Mm,
Um, so on your board, I think we want to build into the mountain
yeah.
because it's like going to get foundations at some point anyway, right?
Yeah. Let's do that.
And then on my board, I think we want to build a town rather than a city because we are getting close to a tier level 3. Um, I mean, in the coast is fine because it is like already defended, right?
Mm-hmm. True.
Like the coastal mountain, it's already defended. So
Yeah.
choose a land with
Sorry.
town and Dahan.
And yeah, I don't think we had any options for that.
Yeah,
Okay, fear cards. Defend 2.
defend two.
Fine. And remove an explorer or town from at least land with beast disease or at least 2 Dahan. Okay.
Okay.
Um, hmm. What do you think? Do you think it's time to start picking off some towns?
I think so because I don't know, like we're only building in one land this turn. And if there's a place we can pocket, I guess we can't remove from my wetland 6,
Hmm.
um, which would be the thing that would help build a pocket.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like if we did your wetlands both make sense,
Yeah.
we could do one or both.
Yeah, I feel like getting the town out of land 8 just to completely empty it is
Yeah.
seems good for me.
And then I can either remove the explorer on 7 or the town on 5.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm gonna go for the explorer on 7 actually, just because I like we will be able to kill the 5 stuff easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Cool. So coastal ravage under control. And it's a jungle wetland explore. But first, we are doing the Russia escalation.
Yes.
So, where should we do this? Hmm.
On my board, I'm gonna do it in the sands where I have presence and blight,
I
just
think,
because.
yeah, on my board, I might just do it in land 6 because it's not active. Okay.
Um, blight removal. I'm gonna remove out of the sands that's inactive,
Hmm.
and we have only taken one net blight this game.
Yeah, I think we've both got quite a lot of blight healing, don't we?
Uh, okay. I could go up to 4 card plays, which feels greedy. I think I should responsibly gain energy.
Hmm.
Um, and I think I'm going to be able to hit the 3 plant 2 air no matter what I do.
Hmm.
Um, and I guess I want to add. Okay, so I'm just thinking through what I'm going to firestorm. C1 and B5 are the definite ones.
Yeah,
And then I do need a good solution to um, B4, which I don't really have at the moment.
I see.
Um,
I've got, yeah, I've got some options. I've got flow like water, reach like air, so I could just bring bring a bunch of them into land 5 for you if you want.
okay. Um, yeah, I think that would be great.
Yeah. So I will. Hmm. Should I add 2 presents or should I do a growth 3? I don't know because I've got 4 cards in hand and I've got 3 card plays. So if I discard 2 of them, I might be missing out on something. Hmm. Do you need Gift of Abundance?
Um, I'm not sure what a repeat would help. I mean, I guess we could stop a build with like threatening flames.
Hmm.
Um, I think I'm going to go ahead and add my presence into. C5 to kill some stuff.
Okay.
And then from there, and I have to push the beast. And now I have 5 damage that I can split among lands with my presence. So that lets me kill at least a couple towns.
Yeah, it might be good if we could try and stop all the city builds. So there's currently, you've got 3 of your lands that have towns in them. And I
Yeah.
can use flow like water quite a few times to push towns out of sort of the rest of them. So I'll grow into land 1 on your board. Do you have the split
So
damage?
I do. So I can do 5 split. So I can kill 2 towns, and I can Threatening Flames, which lets me push stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
We're in Terror level 2, so Threatening Flames can like full clear your wetland or my wetland that's up.
Yeah.
Um, and then I don't have an easy answer to B1 or B4.
B1. Yeah, I'll deal with B1 and I'll also I'll also deal with B4. I think I'll use flow like water to just push both the towns into your land 5 if that's okay.
Yeah,
Um yeah, if you
just not any explorers into land 5.
okay, not any explorers noted. Okay, then I will need to, because I can only push stuff into one place, so I'll need to probably use Ever Twisting Trail instead of Gift of Abundance to push push the explorer somewhere different, so we don't end up with land 4 being out of control. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you have a good use for Gift of Abundance, then I could probably defend with Rain and Mud instead.
I don't think I do.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yep.
I'm just gonna create a sacred site in land 7 as well for later. I think I am ready.
Yeah. So, Firestorm, 5 damage. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And push that explorer out. And then Call to Trade pulls the town out of there.
Mm-hmm.
So now your board is only building 1 town.
Yeah.
And then Threatening Flames, I'm going to use here to push an explorer into. I guess it has to be my mountain. That is my presence, so I can't. We'll put it into B8. And then that's my fast powers.
Yep. Okay. I'm thinking I probably could have stopped the build in land 8 actually if I'd placed my presence a little differently. But maybe it's okay as it is. So if I do flow like water, I can bring bring this town in here, and then flow like water is not a land targeting power, so
Ooh.
I can't actually repeat it, which is maybe an oversight. So I think it just might mean we have to allow the city build, because I'll
Yeah.
probably, I mean, I've got how much defense? We might, yeah. I don't think I actually have enough to defend land 4, but I can heal the blight out of there. Though it's a bit unoptimal because I think I'm going to lose another presence just because of the way it's worked out.
What if you used Flow Like Water on land 4
Hmm.
to push the town and two explorers. And then Rain and Mud suppress conflict is enough to stop it from blighting. And then the city, instead of building inland 4, builds inland 1.
Yeah, we could do that. Um, though I don't want to push any explorers into land 5. So
You can push into land 7.
I don't know if I can push them to somewhere where my presence has not gone, is the
I think it's
problem.
adjacent.
Um, but I have to bring the pieces where my presence moves to. Oh, do you mean move the town to
Oh,
land 7 as well? We could do
yeah.
that. Fine.
So it's not active.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Um, should we bring the blight as well, just to be safe? Then
Yeah.
it's in your land actually, which could be quite nice. Um, yeah. So now I've got set them on an ever-twisting trail, which I may as well use, I think, to stop the build. So I'll gather that last one out, and then yeah, I could gather out of land 8, but I think it's going to cause some. I guess I could gather it into land 1 from land 8 just to stop another build, and then
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, Downpour's got too much crazy stuff going on. I guess I'll heal this blight away as well, and I think just stop there. Heavy farming. So towns are doing extra damage, which is okay.
Okay.
Beasts are
All right.
destroying explorers again.
Love to see it. Um, what's the best pathing here? Um, I guess since the okay, well, the isolated one is easy, right? We just do it. Ooh, wait. We could end up being forced to build in places we didn't want to because all of these are going to push stuff, right?
Yeah,
I think this is actually quite bad for us.
I think. Well, I think like my land 6 and your land 8 can swap around, and same thing with your land 5 and 7.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do I'm gonna do the swap on 5 and 7.
Yeah,
Okay. And then let's do the swap on 8 and 6.
sounds good.
Okay. B1 just solves itself because it's isolated.
Yeah, and then
And then
yeah, I can do a little
land.
move switcheroo into land 4 and then back.
Yeah.
Cool,
Okay.
nice, and a free Dahan as
Well, we-
well, but not on my board. Okay, so invaders do less damage per damage they've taken, and 1 damage up to what? Each up to 2 invaders on a land matching a ravage card. So
Okay. This was just going to get solved with the uh, ooh. I guess we push this into 6 because if we push it into the sands or mountains that aren't active, they ravage. So I think we have to push it into 6. That builds a town, but whatever.
yeah,
We are now 7 fear away from a just needing to get rid of every town. So
yeah. Oh, and we can remove explorers and towns from the inland. So we could get rid of the explorer from land 6.
yeah. And then the second one, we have no inland lands that are active that have explorers or towns at the moment. So maybe the town in Mountain 7 on my board to create a pocket.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Okay,
And then I
so
think next turn, Foundations
oh
combo on your board, and I can kill the city on my board.
yeah, I think that sounds perfect. Okay, so some Russian escalations. I'm probably just going to escalate into land 8. Wherever I go, there's going to be some kind of drama. So yeah, I'll just go there.
Um, and I'm going to put it onto my land 8 because at minimum, the Ravage will solve it.
Mhm.
So I think we might win before the Ravage.
I think so, yeah.
So I can kill a town and then remove a blight.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to reclaim and move my presence out of your land 1 before it gets destroyed.
Yeah. And then I can kill the city with my growth, and I think I'm going to grab a major. I've got 6 energy.
Cool.
Instruments in their own rune is very fun. Um, I like the idea of a tsunami, a wildfire tsunami.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a look at a major as well. Why not? Sea monsters. That's fun. I've got cast down, but not enough energy to play it, so I'll just take it for the for the fun of it, really.
Yeah. We're now pivoting our game plan. This is a cast down game.
Yeah, but I think we're going to win this turn, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cool. I think I'm ready to go whenever you are.
I can't threshold tsunami, which is tragic, but
Ah, who would have thought the fire spirit can't threshold tsunami?
okay, I'm ready.
Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just going to give you Gift of Abundance, just because, but
Okay,
yeah,
and I think sky stretches and foundations.
yeah, we're ready. So let's go. 1 damage, 1 damage, and 1 last damage, which will bring us to Terra 3 as well, which is perfect.
Woo!
So yeah, nice game. Yeah, I really enjoyed that combination of spirits. Actually, I think the sort of the blight healing from Downpour gave a bit of flexibility, maybe, to Wildfire.
Yeah, I felt like at no point did I need to be like thinking about whether I was adding too much blight, which is I think the goal of wildfire is to not have to worry about any sort of consequences for your actions.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, and the Russia and Scotland combination didn't seem to be too brutal either, at least for these combination of spirits.
Yeah, before we started recording, you pointed out that the sort of town explorers from Scotland cuts against the Russia threat because that's a town rather than an explorer. And I definitely felt that. It was only once we got to stage 3 that we really had to start worrying about lands that had 3 different explorers.
Yeah, and I think the Scotland escalation isn't really that bad compared to the Russia escalation, so sort of delaying that as well, I think helped quite a lot.
Yeah, this would have been spicier with Russia's escalation leading rather than Scotland's. Well, awesome. Thank you for joining. This was very fun. Hopefully, another game soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.